Welcome. I'm Victoria Swinney. I'm the director of the Dulaney-Browne Library and librarian for nursing here at Oklahoma City University. This quick video is designed to show you how to do basic searching for nursing articles in the Cumulative Index to Nursing or Allied Health Literature, or CINAHL Ultimate. The first thing that you want to do will be to go to a library page that has a link to CINAHL Ultimate to show that you are associated with OCU. You click on that link, and that will then take you into the database if you've been in recently or if you are on campus. If you are off campus, it will ask you for your email address. You put in your OCU email address and then verify as you would for getting into D2L or to BlueLink. Once you're in CINAHL Ultimate, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you are just in CINAHL Ultimate and that you are in the advanced search, that you're seeing 3 boxes. There'll be an option over here for basic or advanced if you need to switch back to advanced, because I want to show you 3 of my favorite filters, or advanced filters, that are helpful in doing nursing research. The first is research article. You can limit to research articles so that you're not getting opinion pieces, for example. If you need articles from the last 5 years, there's a past 5 years option. If you need articles about nursing practice in the United States, there's now a location of practice option, and you can choose United States. Once I have my limits set, I can come up here and type in my keywords. When you're thinking about keywords, you want 2 or 3 generally that are related to your topic and that you would expect to find in the descriptions of articles or in the titles of articles for what you're looking for. Do diabetes education, and I've got my 3 filters set, and it shows me that I have 440 articles. That's a little too many, but there'll be a separate video on how to narrow that number down. But if the number looks good for you, and that generally means about 50 to 100 if you have lots of requirements for what you're looking for, then I can start looking at the articles. I get the title, and that's underlined, so I can click on it if I want more information, and that will give me an idea about whether or not it matches my topic. I get the first couple of lines of the abstract or the summary of the article, and I'm having to hit enter again to get it to show me the show more option here, which will give me the full abstract. And at this point, I can see that the summary, what the authors say they're talking about, it has the methods, which is helpful if you're needing to look for quantitative or qualitative, or as this one is, a multiple methods study. And generally toward the end of the abstract, you will find a summary about what they found. You also have subjects, and I can see that diabetes education is a subject heading, so that means that's probably good. I can look at other headings here and see if there are some keywords here that I might want to use in a narrowing my search, and so those are good to look at. So once I have decided, okay, that looks good, I want to look for access options. If you see access options, you're going to use the down arrow. Generally, if you're using a computer, PDF's what you want. Online full text is good if you are using a cell phone, for example. It does take a little while for these to load. Once you're looking at the article, the PDF is the original article as published, so you can see all of the page numbers and graphs and charts and all of that as originally published. The publication contents that you see over here on the right is other articles in that journal title, not particularly helpful. But up here at the top, there are a bunch of things that I really like. My favorite is the cite option. Looks like a quotation mark. It should default to APA 7th edition. If it doesn't, or if you need something else, you can click on that and get another option. And then you can copy this to your clipboard. I recommend that you then paste it into your paper as plain text and go back and highlight and italicize the journal title and the volume number. And then also you want to look especially at the capitalization of article titles. They tend to take that directly from the paper, and it doesn't necessarily follow APA rules, so you would need to make sure that it's in sentence capitalization except after a colon, where you would need to capitalize the first letter after a colon. So you get a really nice citation that you can use there. There's also a share option, so you can create a link that you can come back to. You can send an email, you can save it to Google Drive. Also, you can download it directly to your computer, or you can print it. And finally, the headphones here are an option to listen to it, to have it read aloud to you. So that's a basic article. I'm going to close this one and go back to my list to look at another article from the list. This one has the same access options and would work the same way. That one too, I see several of those. This one only has one, and that is just the PDF. So that doesn't have the online full text version. You have to look at the PDF. And then I have one that says find full text. That means it isn't available directly on EBSCOhost, but we might have it through another provider that's not showing up, or we can get it through interlibrary loan. So what you do is you click there, and that will then bring it up and look to see if we have it through another provider. The answer is going to be usually no. And then there'll be a request through interlibrary loan option, and you can click on that. It will then create a form and fill in all of the information about the article that you're wanting, and you can come down here and add your contact information and click submit, and that will come to us, and we will find a library that has a copy and send it to your email, generally in 2 or 3 days. So that's the basics of using the system. I wanted you to see that. If you need fewer articles, there'll be a separate video on how to narrow your search to find fewer articles. If you need more articles, which often happens if you're trying to find quantitative or qualitative articles on a particular topic, there'll be a video to show you how to do that. And finally, I always like to remind you that you can contact me if you have questions. You can email me at vswiney@okcu.edu, or you can call 405-208-5072. There are chat options on many of the pages on the library's website that you can use, or you can schedule an appointment with me, again, from the library's website or from that long URL that you see on the page there. You can do those appointments either in person or online via Teams, and I can help you with your specific questions. Please do contact me if you have questions. It's more fun than anything else I do, and I enjoy talking to you.